back to the channel. So same day as the last video ended, but like I said in that video, if y'all didn't watch it, this couldn't have came in at a better time. We just finished putting the clutches back on and already had one floorboard off. And the great people at Lucky 7 Motorsports reached out to me and they sent me a set of floorboards. I have not opened this. It's been eating me up. I've been waiting to see them, but I wanted to get it on video of me opening it. So let's see what these things look like. Well, so far it's very good packaging. Alright. I'm just going to take one of these out for now. I still have to wash the Renegade. I haven't got around to it yet. They definitely packed them well. I can already tell. I mean, I knew their parts are good quality because I do have their rear rack and the Radiator relocation kit. And they also do claim to be the world leader in aftermarket floorboards for ATVs. And I can see why. I mean, look at these welds. But yeah, thank y'all so much at Lucky 7 Motorsports. I can't wait to get these things on, but gotta wait a little bit because I gotta wash this thing because I'm not gonna put this good of a part or good looking of a part on that dirty of a four-wheeler. Supposedly, I think they sent foot pegs too. Let's see what these things look like. Because if you want to use the factory ones, you actually have to cut them. I'm gonna keep my factory foot pegs and just throw the floorboards away in case I want to use them. Because I do like how they're a little raised, but I may like these better. Oh yeah, those are gonna look good. Got a nice hook on there so your foot don't slide off. Some nice cleats. You should go something like that right there. It looks like, yeah, they'll go by right there. You can adjust them a little bit, but I think that's ideally where they're supposed to go. And other foot peg and floorboard gonna look exactly the same. But yeah, let's get this thing washed up and start installing these floorboards. All right guys, so we got the Renegade clean and now we are going to get these floorboards installed, but we're gonna go straight off of Lucky 7's instructions. So I'm on Google right now, so I'm just gonna Google Lucky 7 Motorsports. Should bring me right to their webpage. I don't know if I can spell sports. Right here, Lucky-7-Motorsports. Alright, so once you're on the web page, you're going to come over here to instructions, and they just recently added this. They have instructions for everything: rack install, floorboard install, lift kits, rad kits, everything. But we need floorboard installation. We have a Can Am Renegade Gen 2 custom metal floorboards. So remove factory floorboards and foot pegs. Save factory hardware as you'll be reusing some of it for the install. So I already have one floorboard off. I have all my hardware set aside. Remove factory plastic from floorboard support. Again, saving hardware for install. Right side support, you'll have to loosen the 13mm nuts that hold the brake lever to the frame, enough to pull the support out. Once you remove, go ahead and tighten the bolts back down. So if I'm reading this right, I think these bolts I already actually have out because I already cut the factory mud flares off of the floorboards. Usually if you don't have it already cut, you're gonna have to unbolt all those from the fenders. Install new floorboards using the 8 provided mounting bolts, 4 M6x40. Hopefully we have everything. We should. I have all the hardware laid out on the workbench. I thought this would come with pictures, but I guess not. Yeah, I guess not. So I mean, it's a pretty straightforward install. So we'll go ahead and get this one on the side that I already have off, and then move into getting the other one off, and then the new Lucky 7 floorboard on. All right, I'll just double checking the instructions real quick. So they give you 2 M6 by 40 millimeter bolts, which are your longer ones, and then 2 M6 30 millimeter. We have 4 total of all of them, but 2 for each side. Your long ones go towards the inside. I'm gonna put them all in loose. I don't know if that bolt's gonna fit in there. It's not fitting in the cutout.
Nope, hang on. Yep, just move this back. You see that plasma cut?
There's not really gonna be any adjustment.
Well, there's gonna have to be because you're not lined up at all. You're gonna have to push it in.
And this one will only go in a little further. It needs to go in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the fender will lift up. So they give you these bolts here to replace for your plastics. These ones, but I'm OCD, and the rest of them that I put back in to fill the holes are black, so I want them to match. And not only that, the head on the original ones or the flange is wider than these, and with it being plastic, I'd rather have the wider side so it doesn't pull into the plastic. All right, so my phone overheated, but we went ahead and got this all on. The only thing is, for these bolts here, you have to reuse your flange nuts that come off the top of your original ones. Other than that, it's all pretty straightforward. Oh, and these are designed, so these are 32s. These are specifically designed so that you can run 32s without any wheel spacers or anything. I have wheel spacers, 2-inch wheel spacers on mine, and they still would rub here and there. You can see, actually, show you all the old floorboard here. It's all dirty. You can see where it rubbed right here. But yeah, these are the nuts you'll have to keep and reuse on the bottom side of your new bolts. It's right there. So you have to reuse those there. But now we're gonna go ahead and take this one off, take all these out. These are held in with like a carriage bolt, so it won't spin on the bottom. You just need to hold your finger on the bottom whenever you take the top nut off. And then we'll just have to take these off, because like I said, mine are already cut. I went ahead and cut them because originally they come all the way out here. They attach here, here, and here. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this one off and be done with this thing. The instructions say you have to disconnect or loosen up the 13 millimeter bolts on the foot brake bracket. I'm not too sure why. I'm gonna not do that and see if I can figure out if I need to or not, and figure out why you need to do that. So I feel like that's an extra step. So that's what the bolt looks like on the bottom. It's just a carriage, and it's just got a square there, locks itself in. And then these are the nuts you need to keep for the new one. I'll have to use a wrench on that one because the foot pedal's in the way. Trying to hurry up and get this done before my phone overheats again. If it does, I'll just stop and let it cool off and then pick back up, but hopefully it doesn't. Now we just need to disconnect these and then that to take the plastic off. These bolts here are a T30 and a 10 mil on the back. I'm reusing mine, so I prefer the matching black, and it's got a wider flange head on it. But at least they give you that option. It's nice of them to send new hardware, even if you don't really need it. So you can choose between which ones you want to use. So yeah, mine are pretty easy to take off, given that I have the plastics cut. But it's just an extra 3 bolts, I believe. Yeah, it says you have to disconnect that brake lever. I don't know if that's for newer models maybe, but on this one it's not looking like I have to. So let's go ahead and get the new one. Yeah, it's not looking like it's in the way at all. Looks like I just better bolt this thing right back up. All right, so again, longer bolts towards the back. and then shorter bolts in the front. And then I'm reusing the hardware as it says on the bottom of these. It looks to me like we're gonna have to slide this back a little bit. I'm gonna pull it all the way out like I did the other one. So those are loosely in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get the plastics in, tighten those up, and then tighten these up. That's how I did the other side. It's easier to go ahead and leave it loose down here so that it can move where it needs to get your plastics lined up. Actually, might have to take a drill bit and just clean out the ones for the front. Can't get the bolts to fit in. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna need a 1/4 inch drill bit here. Wasn't much off. Yep. We'll do the same thing back here. Perfect. Now I just want to make sure that the plastics are where they want to be. I'll go ahead and snug those up. Maybe. Good? Yeah.
So I'm gonna win.
Go ahead.
Good?
Yeah. Nut on the bottom. Alright, so it looks like on these, if y'all opt for the foot pegs, you can put them either way. They fit really either way you want them to go. But I think it makes more sense to have this facing towards the outside. Actually, you know,
See what I'm saying?
this one won't fit that way.
So you're gonna need
The other one I put
you're gonna do
facing
this
that
one
way.
this way.
So I'd have to make a hole. I'd rather it be that way. Makes more sense. I think it looks better that way than that way. To me. Y'all leave a comment and let me know which way y'all think. I think it looks better that way though. I mean, it fits well this way, but I think it looks way better that way. So I'm just gonna put this bolt in here, hold it down, and then drill a hole there and mount that one. So they include hardware for the pegs. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in. Maybe they were designed to go the other way, but the other side, I was able to put it on whichever way. I think they look better this way. There it is. Not a whole lot of fender protection anymore. That's okay. I'm not riding to stay clean anyways. Guys, so overall I am extremely pleased with the Lucky 7 floorboards. I know there was some couple minor issues, but Lucky 7 has already reached out to me, especially with the foot pegs where y'all saw I had to drill a hole. So those are new style foot pegs and they didn't adjust the floorboards to the new style foot pegs, but every order now from here on out they're already being addressed and fixed. Y'all don't have to worry about that. But if y'all want a set of Lucky 7 floorboards, the rear rack as y'all saw, or a radiator relocation kit, and they have several other things for other machines too, check out Lucky7 Motorsports.com And I know I showed the instructions in the beginning online, but I finally looked at this piece of paper, and there's actually a QR code on this paper that brings you straight to the instructions. Now obviously I was using my phone to record, so I did the instructions on my computer as y'all saw. But if y'all enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so I don't miss the next video, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.